Shanghai Rummy is a rummy game for anywhere from 3 to 8 players. 2 decks of cards, with jokers included, are required for a game of up to 4 players. For 5 or more players, you will need 3 decks. Each hand is dealt 11 cards. Once the cards are passed out, 1 card is turned as an up card. The remainder of the deck is turned face down to form the stock. The hands are as follows: 2 sets of 3, 1 run of 4 and 1 set of 3, 2 runs of 4, 3 sets of 3, 1 run of 4 and 2 sets of 3, 2 runs of 4 and 1 set of 3, 3 runs of 4. A set is all the same number. It can be in the same or in different suits. A run is in sequential order in the same suit. When it's your turn, you must draw a card before doing anything. You can either take the top card from the discard pile or the top card off of the stock. If you do not want the discarded card and choose to draw, another player has the option to buy the discarded card. If more than one player wants to buy a card, the player closest to the dealer's left has precedence. If an out-of-turn player buys a card, he must also draw the top 2 cards off of the stock as a penalty. He may not yet lay down or discard, since it is not yet his turn. You can only buy 3 times per hand. The intern player must take the top card off of the stock. Since he has refused the discard, he cannot take the top of the discard pile, even if a new card has been revealed. Once an intern player has drawn a card, he may fulfill the hand by laying down the appropriate sets and runs. He may only lay down the precise sets and runs as called for in the hand. He may not lay off any additional cards. Ace cards can be used as a 1 card or as a high card after the king. A joker is a wild card and may be used in place of any other card as part of a set or run. When doing so, the player must state its suit and rank. Any player in turn, providing he's already laid down his hand, may later trade in the actual card for the joker and move the joker within the set or run. Jokers in a run can only be used 1 for every 2 natural cards. For example, king, queen, joker, 10, 9, joker, 7, 6. You cannot lay down without first having all that you need for the hand. You must draw a card prior to laying down. You can play on others' laid down hands, but not until you've laid down yourself. You cannot lay down any more sets or runs than what is asked for. A player who has laid down cannot buy a card, nor can he stop a player from buying the top card in the discard pile when it is his turn. If a player has a run of 4, consisting of 4, 5, 6, 7 of clubs, the player can play a 3 of clubs or an 8 of clubs. If the run has a joker in it, the player can replace the joker with the appropriate card. The joker can then be placed anywhere within that run. Unlike the limitation of the number of wild cards in the original hand, there is no limitation as to how many wild cards can be put into a hand that is already down. When a player has discarded his last card, the hand is over and scored. If the stock is exhausted before any player has gone out, the discard pile is shuffled by the original dealer and turned face down to form a new stock. If you have laid down all your cards but do not have a discard, you are considered floating. If floating, you will continue to do so until you have a discard. At the end of the hand, each player scores the sum of all cards in his hand. The player with the fewest points at the end of the 7 deals wins the game. Scoring is as follows: 2 through 9 is 5 points, 10 through king is 10 points, ace is 15 points, and Joker is 25 points.